This profile of mine 6 years ago got hardly any matches, and I was lonely, hopeless, and unable to get a date for the life of me. This profile got me thousands of matches, over 150 dates, and my dream girlfriend. What changed? In this video, I'm gonna show you the 5 simple steps I took to 10x my matches as an Asian guy. Starting with the first step, which was the most crucial for making me stand out to women. So let's imagine a chef real quick, and he's trying to cook the world's best dish. Would he just blindly reach into a fridge, grab some random ingredients, and get cooking? Or would he first take careful inventory of everything he has in the fridge, choose only the very best ingredients, and use only those for the dish? The second, of course. Well, 6 years ago, I realized I was acting kind of like the first chef. Just choosing random photos from my camera roll, popping them onto my dating apps, and hoping for the best, without even taking full inventory of what I even wanted to display on the apps. To fix this, I crafted an exercise for myself. I called it the Defining My Unique Attractiveness exercise, which I now use for all my clients as well. I used a few prompts that I came up with and brain dumped as much as I could about what makes me uniquely attractive. Here are the prompts. What are my proudest accomplishments? What would I love women to know about me? What are some cool talents or hobbies I have? What elements of my lifestyle would I love women to see? For me, some of the responses I came up with included: I'm super proud of having traveled to 20 plus countries. I have a great masculine side, as well as my empathetic, caring side. I'm really into sports, photography, and the outdoors. I'm a leader and a confident guy. At this step, I didn't worry about making everything perfect. I just wanted to dump everything out on paper. In the next step, I turned all of this mess into something that really got women's attention. So returning to the chef's story, now I had spread out all my best ingredients on the table, and the challenge now was choosing which ones to use. Well, on dating apps, you can only use 6 photos. So I wanted to use each photo as fully as possible. I once had a mentor who told me, your 6 photos are like real estate. You don't want to waste any space. Every photo should convey some sort of value. So I went about choosing the top elements that I wanted to put into the 6 photos. They included travel, leadership, photography, athleticism, soft side, masculine side, adventurous, outdoorsy, confident, and well-dressed. I wanted to fit all of these into 6 photos. So I had to use some photos to display multiple of these elements. Here's how I organized the photos. Photo 1 would be me well-dressed and looking confident, a scroll stopper for women. Photo 2 would be me holding a camera, doing photography. Photo 3 would be me traveling and showing my adventurous side. I already had a photo of me paragliding, so I'd just use this one. Photo 4 would display my masculine side and athleticism. I'd get a photo of me boxing. Photo 5 would show my soft side with a dog, and I would do this photo while hiking to show my outdoorsy side. And photo 6 would show my leadership and confidence. I had a photo already of me public speaking before, so I'd use this one. Now that I had all my best traits organized into 6 photos, I'm gonna show you the third step that I took that made my dating profile attract women like a magnet. So I grew up mostly around white people, and I knew from my roommates at the time that even if they uploaded just some average photos on the apps, they'd get plenty of matches. But that simply didn't work for me. So I needed every advantage I could find. And one area I knew I could get an edge in was fashion. So I did some deep research into fashion, expecting it to be super complicated. Instead, it turned out surprisingly simple. I learned that there are only 2 very important things in fashion: fit and match. Things like brand and price don't matter at all. This was good news because I definitely didn't have the money to be splurging on clothes. I got some basic clothing items that I still use to this day and that I also prescribe for my clients. They are so universally good looking and work well on just about anyone. These are the items I got. First, a pair of white sneakers. I got Adidas, but any brand works. Second, a pair of solid black jeans. Not too wide, not too skinny. I got these at Zara. Third, a nice Henley shirt that fits nice and snug and accentuated my shoulders and chest. This I bought at Target. Finally, some basic necklaces, bracelets, and a watch I found on Amazon. All of this might have cost me $150. And these basic items mix and match so well. Not only did I use them for my dating profile, they became staples in my wardrobe and for date nights as well. Since then, I've expanded my wardrobe much more. But these were the essential items I used for my new dating profile. With my fashion now leveled up, next I'm gonna show you the 4th step I took. took, which set me apart from 99% of men on the apps. At the time, I had been learning to approach women in person, and my buddy was giving me informal lessons. The biggest thing he always emphasized was body language. That body language is the #1 thing women notice about you when you approach. Whether you're confident or not, women can see that before you've even opened your mouth. Which got me thinking, I bet this is something that I could use to my advantage in dating apps. I'm sure most guys are not thinking about body language in their photos. Here are the things I learned from him about body language. Shoulders back and relaxed, chest out, chin up, smirk on your face. These stances signal openness and confidence. So I practiced these in my room. I got this confident body language ingrained in me. So when I finally stepped in front of the camera, it was just second nature. At this point, I had all the materials necessary to capture some great photos. There was just one final step left before I became flooded with matches. I had figured out my most attractive traits, organized them into 6 photos, upgraded my fashion, and prepared my body language. Now it was time to finally shoot the photos. And it wasn't as easy as I thought. I had to hire a few different photographers and do a few different reshoots. But eventually I got it down, and here's the process that worked. I got a wedding photographer. I found that these guys are the best for dating styled photos. We arranged to shoot at golden hour, which is about 2 hours before sunset when the light is the best. I asked him to shoot hundreds of shots, so then afterwards we could choose the best ones. And within a 2 to 3 hour shoot, I was able to get all the photos that I needed. And this is the exact same process I use for my clients now. And that's how I ended up with this profile that overnight flooded me with matches. So let's take a look. Photo 1, well-dressed and confident. Photo 2, photography. Photo 3, traveler and adventurous. Photo 4, masculine and athletic. Photo 5, soft side and outdoorsy. Photo 6, leader. A full profile that comes together to display my most attractive traits. Note that the first 2 photos look super professional, but the rest look taken by a phone. That was intentional. If all the photos were professional, it would look way too try-hard. So these are the 5 steps I took to 10x my matches as an Asian guy. However, after I started meeting all these girls for dates, I kept getting friend-zoned because my conversations were so dang platonic. If you also struggle with that, watch this next video here, where I'll show you what I did to finally make my conversations romantic.